Hey guys, Happy New Year. 2025 is here. Feels really weird, but damn, time is going by fast. And last night I actually was just driving to different locations of my restaurants and didn't really do much, to be honest. I wanted to be home before midnight to spend some time at home. Ordered some food, had some milkshakes. Really bad diet last night, but hey, it was New Year's Eve, and then I went to bed. Really, I actually went to bed watching some space related stuff, watching Alpha Centauri, how it's a 3-star based system, and Alpha Centauri B or Alpha Centauri B is the planet that we're mostly interested in, and how there's this one entrepreneur that's investing all his money into creating this small nano-sized ship or something that's going to fly using solar sail technology, which is a laser beam is going to basically push it out in space towards Alpha Centauri, and Alpha Centauri is four light years away, and at the fastest current available speeds, it will take us 50,000 years to get there. But they feel that with this technology, they can possibly, if they achieve it, that is, it's a miraculous goal that they have set for themselves, but if they achieve it, we can possibly get to Alpha Centauri in about 20 years. And the goal is to fly by Alpha Centauri B and take photos and get an idea if there's any signs of life up close. Because remember that life does not mean that there are satellites around that planet, right? Life could be in more primitive stages right now, or earlier stages of evolution off that planet, and we just want to know, right? And why the hell not? That is what sets us apart from the rest of the species that have grown and evolved on this planet, that we're able to learn things, we're able to evolve, we're able to create new tools for ourselves, for our future generations, and every new generation picks up where we left off. It isn't like we are like other animals, where a tiger or a lion still has to learn how to hunt from scratch every single life. We make progress, so that's exciting, right? Watching that, I fell asleep and then woke up in the morning and figured that, hey, it's Wednesday. I have not had a car wash in, at this point, 2 weeks. I tried to go yesterday, but they closed early, and I don't know what's up with that, guys. I mean, why are places closing so early at 4 p.m., 5 p.m. on New Year's Eve? It's New Year's Eve, for God's sake, right? It's just New Year's Eve. I mean, close maybe at 5 p.m.? That's crazy. I mean, in some ways, I feel very good for the people that work at these businesses, but as a consumer, I'm like, come on, we need things. Life doesn't just stop because it's New Year's Eve. But hey, it is what it is. So now I'm going for car wash. I really hope they're open. For some reason, I don't know their name. Even though it's my car wash, I go there. I have the monthly membership, but I don't really know their name, which is, I'm gonna look that up this time so I can look up their phone number and call them instead of making this little, I take a different route to basically get to this place, and then if they're not open, I've wasted at least 15-20 minutes to my drive to the gym. So yeah, let's see. Now I'm waiting behind this car. Just have to make a right turn on this highway, and it's not too far from here, so I'm close, and I'm also sipping on my favorite pre-workout, C4. It's been my go-to workout, pre-workout now for, I would say, at least 4 years. I like it, kind of addicted, although this is no longer my favorite flavor, though. It's the green Jolly Rancher that is my favorite. It's very good. Wakes you up, literally. Sour too, Alright, let's see. We're coming up on the car wash, and it is not open. Wow. what is it called? It just says car wash. Who calls car wash just car wash? Seriously? Come on. I want to make a U-turn and see if I can catch their name so I can look up the phone number or something. Bubbleworks. I got the name. Alright, so I guess we're going to the gym now. Wasted extra 15 minutes. Oh, and also, a new season of Squid Games came out. I started watching it last night in my car. Actually, I should probably show you guys this. I now have the ability to watch TV in my car or in my truck. I bought this thing called Magic Box. Highly recommended to others. But here it is. Let me show you guys. So you see, that's PBD right there, Valuetainment. One of my go-to shows to watch on a daily basis. Patrick Bet-David is freaking awesome. Pretty reasonable guy. Yeah, right-leaning, but for pretty good reasons. And if you look down, that's where Magic Box is connected. It's essentially a small black box that you connect, and then it opens up kind of like Fire Stick, and then you download the apps. It's Android based, so you go to the Google Store, you download whatever apps you want, and then if you already have existing accounts within those apps, you use them. Whether it's Sling if you want to watch regular TV, or it's a YouTube or Netflix, Hulu, all of that is available. Pretty decent quality. I wouldn't say it's what am I thinking of? But it's HD. It's pretty good quality. Like, as you can tell on the video I just showed. So enjoying this. I started watching Squid Games too. I'm on the first episode where the guy is looking for, the person that was speaking to him over the phone when he's getting on the plane, and then he decides not to go, and now he's looking for him and all that. So the usual violence, but done in a pretty clean way. It's quite amazing how far Korean TV shows have come, where we in America are so interested in watching them. We anticipate, or we try to anticipate what's going to happen next. It's the world is going through a pretty interesting time period where everyone's getting educated on each other's cultures, and not so much the cultures, it's more like the nuanced stuff about each culture. Like, also, this is where apartments, or this is what apartments in South Korea look like. Here's what the roads over there look like. Here's how people speak. Here's what the stores look like over there. Or something as simple as here's what restrooms or public restrooms in South Korea look like. These are very small things, but they kind of give you this extra knowledge of other cultures that you didn't already have, that didn't really exist earlier. Because even though, I'm not saying that South Korean movies or TV shows didn't exist before Netflix, but now it's a little bit different, right? Because these marketing is I think marketing, because of the way social media works and the streaming business works, has been a complete game changer for a lot of these things. But going back to Squid Games 2, I don't know, slow start, still on episode 1, slow start. I don't know how much I'm gonna like it, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to take the story back into the games, because without that, I think it's not really going to be enjoyable. Or without it, they're not gonna have that element that made Squid Games the show. I am certainly not interested in following the pink-haired guy around on South Korean streets just to figure out why he's still so pissed. Dude, you made your money, you have a good life, get out of there. But for some reason he doesn't want to. Okay, alright, let's put him back in the games and see if he can survive. But yeah, also Britney Spears, right? Crazy stories coming out of Britney Spears. She's making strange videos. I haven't seen it, but I think in one of them she calls herself like 12 years old or 16 years old, something silly. Look, hey, listen, I grew up worshiping Britney Spears. I loved her because I thought she was incredibly beautiful, cute, great singer, amazing performer. But that also does not mean that I'm not going to call her out on her BS. She there's something wrong with her. Maybe whatever control the parents used to have on her was for good reason. I'm not saying that they were the right people to have that kind of control over her and her finances. However, maybe there was a reason for it, and maybe all of that is now sort of, unfolding right in front of her eyes, and she's basically going to self-destruct. But I hope not, because I've always had a soft spot for her. She's talented. I just don't know what is happening to her and what's wrong with her. And she isn't the first one, right? All these child artists, or most of them anyway, go through such crazy turmoil. Whether it is Britney Spears, whether it is Lindsay Lohan, or it was Shia LaBeouf, and a bunch of others, really. The only person that I have a ton of respect for was my original crush as a young man or young boy, and that was Hilary Duff. I still remember Lizzie McGuire was one of my favorite shows to watch, even though it was pretty childish, but it was very cute. And then the movie came out, and I went to the theater all like scared that all I'm gonna see is like little kids, 11, 10 years old. I think I was 19, 18, I can't remember. I went there and the theater was empty. There was no one there. And I didn't understand, because to me, Lizzie McGuire was like the biggest thing out there, but I guess nationally it wasn't as big as I thought it was. So yeah, I felt pretty comfortable watching it. It was a pretty cute movie. I think one of the characters was Paolo, and then Gordo was her best friend who secretly liked her, and she eventually recognizes that in the movie, and they kiss at the end. It's pretty cute. But other than that, guys, on this first day of 2025, just a quick reminder that, listen, and I know it doesn't sound as attractive when I say this, but you have to focus on what you need, not what you want. Look, just understand that. And if you don't understand it, spend more time thinking about it before you actually commit to things. Do what you need to do, not what you want to do. Because if you want fulfillment in life, the feeling of fulfillment only comes when you realize that, damn, I really needed to get this done, or I really needed this in my life. It never comes from, yeah, I really wanted to spend money on a new car, so now I have it. That's not fulfillment. It's going to give you happiness, sure. It's going to give you some temporary happiness, but long run fulfillment is always going to come from things that aren't necessarily things that you want at first, right? But you end up realizing that you needed them. And people that typically have a lot of fulfillment in life are the people that always do things that they need to do, not what they want to do. And the tricky part is that when you grow up as this, independent, powerful person who is able to go and pretty much buy anything, you sometimes forget how to figure out what you need to do. And that is a skill that typically, if you're very lucky, those ideas come from your parents, right? Your parents are able to tell you that, hey, you need to go to college. No, you need to go to school. You need to go to college. Now you need to find a job. This is how you open a bank account. This is how you create your credit. This is how you build your life. You hate all of that stuff in the beginning, right? You just hate another person telling you what to do, getting up in the morning to go to school when you don't want, when you want to sleep in, or when they force you to pick a very difficult major in college when you just want a simple major like psychology or communication or criminal justice. You don't want to be an engineer. You don't want to be in IT. You don't want to be a doctor. You don't want to be a lawyer. But if you go through those things and you actually complete them, get the degrees, and then you get your jobs, and eventually you realize that, wow, these things are actually going to fuel my dreams. That is fulfillment, right? So on this first day of 2025, that's my reminder to you guys. Please focus on things you need in your life. Figure it out. Figure out what you need. Is it that you want to be in a relationship? Is it that you need to have a really good degree? Is it that you need to start your own business? whatever it is, focus on that. Focus on the things you need and the things you've already achieved in your life that makes you feel fulfilled, whether it's your friends, whether it's your cousins, whether it's your siblings, whether it's anything else in your life, really, whether it's your girlfriend or boyfriend. Value them, respect them, show gratitude, show them how lucky you are to have them in your life, if they truly are what you wanted, right? And if they're not, then work on it, fix those things, because clearly you love them, clearly they're not going anywhere, they are an important part of your life, so work on that, you know. Achieving new things is as important as keeping the ones you have already achieved. And richest are the people that maintain all of those things in their life. Look, money comes and goes, guys. Luck comes and goes. What you get to keep are things that you have worked very hard on, like family, friends, your education, and whatever you achieve from that education. That education could come from college, that education could come from your own, you know, self-education. But those things stay with you. They define you. Value them, and then look back, look in the mirror and decide, okay, here's what I need in my life next. And I'm going to plan on it, and I'm going to achieve it one step at a time. All right, guys, you take care. Happy New Year. Hopefully this is going to be a great year for you. Take care. Bye.